Alright, so for this video, what I'm doing is I'm showing y'all how to make Fivem chains from Blender all the way to Fivem ready. No ifs, ands, or buts, no pauses, no bullshit in between. Because a lot of people be out here doing that bullshit and they're charging all this extra shit. It's really not that difficult. I don't know why they're doing that. So I'm gonna put y'all on. So what you do, let's say you're doing a wear pen. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. Like this. Put it up in here. Set your pixels to like at least 100. I'm just gonna do this just as an example because that's what I got set up already. You get your shit like that, your words. Go through File, Export as PNG. Name it whatever you want to name it, and do that. And after you've done that once, come in here, go to Stroke. It'll be at 3. Set that to 8, like that. Same thing, File, Export, and then you open that back up one more time. Boom, boom, just like that. Boom, File, Export. The same exact way. Name it whatever you need to name it. From there, you need Inkscape. I was gonna say that shit finna open. It did. Alright, so File, open. You open here. I'll do this here. So you got your thing that you're trying to do. Open. I'll open the wrong thing. Delete that. File, open. That was my bad. I didn't mean to open it. Open that. Like, boom. You open it up, right? And you'll click on it. Do path, trace bitmap, apply, file, export, plain SVJ. And you do that for all 3 of the ones you just did in Photopea or Photoshop. You can do it in Photopea or Photoshop, the last step. You can do Photopea or Photoshop. Photopea is free, Photoshop you gotta pay, so if you're balling like that, go ahead and spend your money. You know what I'm saying? But once you come up in here and you got, let's say you got your chain model, you hit import, wait from OBJ, find your chain model. For the words, import, wait from OBJ, no, I'm tweaking. Import scalable vector graphics. And you put them, all 3 of them in, don't move them, leave them stacked how they are. Now, once you have them in, go down here to your modifiers and do solidify. And solidify each one. Just like I am right now. Boom. Once you got them all solidified, you want to move the middle one up just slightly. And then you want to move the top one up just slightly more. From there, boom. You do want to take your bottom one though. And boom. Then you can open this up. No, I'm too good. You gotta boom, convert to mesh. Boom, convert to mesh. Boom, convert to mesh. Once you got those all converted to mesh, you can come in just like this and go bam, bam, bam. Grab any of these black vertices you see lying around. Those are just hangers. I'll leave them be. And for me, I gotta move this over like that. So simple as that. Take it. You want to take this. Move it up at an angle just like that. Don't want it straight. Nah, you want that motherfucker at an angle so it sits on the chest. Move it up, put it in position. And if you have one, you can go File, wait for OBJ, and load in a model. In my Discord, I'm gonna have basically all this stuff that you're gonna need in my chain Discord, and I make the chains as well. So if you're not trying to do all this, I'll make the chain for like $10, $15. Just let me know. But you get it all set up like that. Boom. Perfect, smooth, buttery, right? Exit out of that. Right here, you want to take this shit, tab, go to UV edit, hit A, U, and you want to hit cube projection, right? Got that cube projection, boom. Move that up there. Tab, A. Once again, U, cube projection, just the same way. And you want to, the way it's going to be is, it's going to be weird. Because your top one, that's why I placed this wrong. The top one and your bottom one are what you're gonna have with the diamond texture, but the middle one, it's not gonna have the diamond texture. It's gonna be all red. So now, once you got those set up like that, you can go boom, boom. Hit material, delete all those. Boom, boom. Image texture. Open that up. Go to wherever you got your image texture, whatever your image texture is. For me, it's gonna be one that is gone for some reason. What the fuck happened? I'm not really worried. I could just use this one. Just the same. Go back into your UV editing, right? And since you already got them all placed out, all you gotta do is select the middle one, move it over into place. Make sure you do the same thing with the other side. Don't be like me. Boom. Like that, just like that. And these ones do have these little bits. I forgot. You want to take those as well and move them up over there, just like that as well. Boom. Get that working out just like so. And you could just combine this just like that. move to none. Take your chain and you want to grab it all out individually and make sure it's all spaced out and looks right as well. For this, I'm going to shrink down just like that. See? Got it shrunk down on that one, but you can still see the definition. From there, you just want to grab all these little bits, chain, right? All this. Hit L. L is to select all at once. So just hit L. Boom. Get all that. You want to take all that, shrink it down as well. So you can get that definition on the diamond. Like, see, that's still not enough. Yeah, like that, like that. Boom, perfect. You want that definition of the diamond. You know what I'm saying? And if you're doing it, you usually want your 5 to have the biggest diamonds. As in, like, it's the center of the pin. It's supposed to be covered in the diamonds. You know what I'm saying? But just like that, you're basically done. Convert to mesh, tab, hit A again to select everything, clean up, delete loose. From there, file, export, wavefront OBJ, downloads, or wherever you fucking want it to go. And you put it up in there, just like boom. Once that's done, open up your 3ds Max, just like this. You want your material editor and your GIMs, you're gonna need those, but those are something that's gonna take a second. Let me do new all. All right, so now if you're gonna be making change, you gotta get 3ds Max and you gotta get GIMs. GIMs is a modded plugin that lets you get the skeleton from a GTA 5 ped or a few other games peds, so you can align the clothing and merge it with the bones. So that's what you need GIMs for. With GIMs, you should have a skeleton, and if you don't, I will have those as well. So you just go boom, boom with your skeleton or your teeth. It's gonna be called a teeth. And simple as that, you load that up into GIMs. I mean, up in 3ds Max. Boom, load it up in. Once you got that loaded in, you could take this, hit delete, grab it again, hit delete. You want it to be able to grab it and it say hi. So file, import. Once you got it on high, not merge. File, import. You import your chain that you are working on. Boom, just like that, right? Once you got that done, you grab this, come up here, make sure you click this, go to editable skin or editable mesh, and attach it, just like that. Once you have it attached, turn your camera sideways. Depending on your chain, turn your camera sideways can be easier. And you want to select that chain just like that. Once you click this little square, select that chain, delete it. Now, open up your chain or grab your whole chain, right? You got to set its colors and IDs. So up here, you're going to have this pop up. First one, do 126, 0. Boom, just like that. Come up in here, change this to a 0. Just that simple. 0. ID 1. Boom. Click off. And I can't zoom in right now because my shit tweaking. Let me go back. Where did the zoom at? Where the hell my zoom go? There's usually a zoom thing right here that you can grab and zoom in with it. But I don't know where it went. So I gotta try to finesse. Oh, I could just zoom in with my wheel for some reason. Usually it don't work like that, but I ain't tripping. And you want to grab all the pieces you want to glow on your chain. Reopen up your color. Do 168, 255. Keep that on how it is. Change this to a 25. From there to ID to 2. Once you got that all done, simply open up your skin, hit edit envelopes, vertices, spine 3, scroll down, hit your weight, select the whole chain. Make sure you don't miss any like I just did. The whole chain, hit 1. Max out that weight because now it's binded to the neck. Click back on editable mesh, and then you can pull up your GIMs, hit material editor. Once you pull up material editor, it's gonna pop up with this. When this pops up, click on your ID 1, open it up, get your bump texture. I will have a bump texture down below as well. Get your chain texture, get your specular texture. I'll have all of them down in the description below. Come down to your wind, set that to 0, set that to 0. Spec intensity, get rid of it all. Set it to 1.0. Fresnel, you want to set your Fresnel to 0.45. Your fall off, set to 1997, 1997.0. All right. Once you got that done, head over to your second one. Change it to ped, emissive for the glow. Start adding your textures. Bump texture, diffuse texture, specular texture. As you can see, I had a little bug with my texture. That's because I wasn't really taking the time to bind it. So if you guys take your time, it's not going to happen like that. And then scroll back all the way down. Yeah, like that. That's just personal error. But do your wind again. Once again, set this to 1.0. Your Fresnel, set that to 0.75. And your fall off, set that to 1997, right? Just like that. Once you have done that, your Fivem chain is basically done in 3ds Max. All you got to do is export. Find wherever you want to export your chain to. And export. Now, exporting can take a second, but it don't take that long. It's the longest process, I feel like, of the chain. But that ain't that big a deal. Everybody got something to deal with. But I'm going to see y'all whenever it's done. Alright, the chain should be done any second now. Once the chain is completed, it is up to you to either inject it into your Fivem server or to send it to your server owner that you're going to have dealing with your Fivem chain, right? So, come up in here, boom, boom, go to your where you exported your chain and grab the TIFF file, not the folder, just the file, and drag that shit over. You got it dragged over, rename it, npm free mode 01 arrow TIFF underscore 12 underscore u.ydd. That's simple. Got that in? That's right. Yep, my texture's already correct. So open up your chain, tap on the texture, and you see how it's looking. It's not looking too bad, right? Once you got that done, simply take it, whatever number it will be. Your server owner will change it to the number that it is needed to be, or you could change it if you're rocking your own server. But from there, very simple, just drag them wherever. Send them to whoever you are needing them to go to, or put them in your Fivem server. I have them being put into my Fivem server as we speak, and putting them in your Fivem server does not take long if you are doing that. Once it is put in your Fivem server, is in your Fivem city that you play in, wait for them to restart it so it can load up, because nothing will pop in until the server is restarted. Most people notice, but I'm just making sure. So you load up your Fivem like this. Get your Fivem loaded up, wait for your Fivem server to be on and open. You guys probably won't know exactly, because if you aren't the owner of your Fivem server, how would you know? You know what I mean? But wait for the Fivem server to be up and running after it has restarted with your chain being injected. Load up your Fivem server. Alright. Now that you have loaded into your Fivem server, that you have added your chain to or got your chain added to, simply load up your character and go to the clothing store, or in my case, open up T/pet menu and change your clothing. Once you go into your clothing, go to your appearances, go to wherever you put that chain. It may take a second, because new chains always take a second to load in, but boom, you got the chain in the city, freshly made, iced out, diamonds busting, exactly how you're wanting that shit to be. So, don't watch any of them other tutorials, watch this one, because straight to the point, no bullshit. Stay safe, y'all.